Let's take a look at a brochure I have here about uh, 10 things you can do to help your child, to keep your child alcohol free. And that's your specific child, your friend, relative, your teacher. And parents are the anti drug. And you can find more about that right here online. We have some other websites here for you. You can pause that if you want to take a look at it. You can reach them anywhere in the world, so you can learn this information for yourself no matter where you are, even though it's coming out of Southeast Michigan. It's here for you and for your kids. So let's learn 10 things we can do to keep our children alcohol free. Be available and proactive. The time to talk to your child about alcohol is before they face pressure or the opportunity to drink. 20% of high school students reported that their first alcoholic drink, more than a few sips, was before the age of 13. Establish open communication and never brush off a conversation. Make sure they know that you're available anytime to talk. Be trustworthy. This is number 2. Don't exaggerate or use extreme scare tactics, as they will most likely backfire. If you've got a real story, feel free to share it with them. Admit your own mistakes, acknowledge that many adults drink, and honestly represent the dangers of alcohol, which are many. Number 3, build self-confidence in them. A young person who is confident in his or her self-worth will find it easier to walk away from peer pressure than one who is constantly looking a way to fit in and be accepted. Engage your child in activities that challenge them and build their self-confidence. You can do this, they're fun. You just put this situation together and watch what happens. Number 4, prepare for peer pressure. If a child isn't ready to respond when offered alcohol, he or she is in danger of caving into peer pressure. Role-playing, pretending, is a good way for you to help your child develop responses that will quickly get them out of dangerous situations. Number 5, know your child's circumstances. Many times a parent doesn't even know that their child is experimenting with alcohol until it's too late. A simple accountability and/or curfew system may be sufficient for your child to realize that you care about where he is going and what he or she is doing there. Get to know your child's friends and their parents. It's fun. It's interesting. It can be a little scary sometimes, but that's okay. Create fun, alcohol-free activities together. And there are lots of things to do. There's many, 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 many more things that are alcohol-free activities than any that involve alcohol. Number 6, emphasize legal consequences. Drinking underage is a serious juvenile offense that leads to legal consequences. The society gets involved. Besides the emotional trauma of being arrested and detained by police, a young person will gain a criminal history and experience trouble getting a job, driver's license, loans, acceptance into college, and other opportunities. Even worse, he or she could hurt someone else while under the influence of alcohol, resulting in penalties and even a prison sentence, not to mention the immense guilt of the harm that they have performed on another person. Number 7, discuss medical consequences. Don't assume that your child knows how alcohol can hurt him or how it works. Research and share with your child statistical evidence about kidney, stomach, and liver disease, including cancer, addiction, brain damage, and even relatively minor factors such as terrible breath odor. These physical dangers are even more serious for young people than they are for adults. Number 8, dangers of drunkenness. When people get drunk, they're not aware of their inability to do certain things safely. For this reason, it's critical to inform your child of exactly how alcohol slows down the brain and lowers its defenses. Driving or riding in a car with a person who has been drinking is extremely dangerous. It is just as dangerous as if the person that they were drunk. Often the children don't understand that if they get into a car with someone who is drunk, they're in as much danger, if not more, than if they themselves were drunk. Let them know you'll always pick them up or pay for a cab ride if they need it without the threat of punishment. Till you get them out there, you get them home. It's a world. Number 9, address advertising and media representation. We're going to talk about that a little more. While tobacco products are largely excluded from the media, you can still see them around, vaping and stuff, alcohol is aggressively advertised. Huge amounts of money are devoted to making alcohol attractive to adults, and young people get that message loud and clear. Be aware of what your child is hearing and seeing concerning alcohol and counter it with accurate information. They're just peddling a drug. And if your children aren't aware of that, they're going to think that going to the beach necessitates alcohol. Going fishing necessitates alcohol. Going bowling necessitates alcohol. Nothing necessitates alcohol. Number 10, help your child stop drinking. If your child has already started drinking, do everything you can to help them stop. Frustration and surprise are natural reactions to the news that you let them that you know that they're doing it. It's critical that you let them know that you're on their side. Give your child a safe place to turn, and don't hesitate to seek professional help when dealing with a child's alcohol abuse. You got counselors at school, you got counselors online, you got free counselors, you got help. Ask for it, get it. Now, let's take a look at, so that's the 10 of them. Be available and proactive, number 1. Be trustworthy, number 2. Build self-confidence, number 3. Prepare for peer pressure, number 4. Know your child's circumstances, number 5. Number 6, emphasize legal consequences. Number 7, discuss medical consequences. Number 8, the dangers of drunkenness. Number 9, address advertising, media representation. And number 10, help your child stop drinking. Let's keep in mind that underage drinking is never acceptable. It's not cool. It's not a rite of passage. It's not necessary. It's not acceptable. Underage alcohol abuse is not a fact of life or a rite of passage. It is a dangerous activity that can lead to addiction and does, can lead to disability and does, can lead to death and does. When it comes to alcohol, even a little is too much. Setting a good example and establishing honest and ongoing communication with your teen are foundation blocks to help your child resist underage drinking. Help your child identify their life goals and desires and discuss how illicit alcohol abuse can negatively affect their future. Be clear with your teen what your expectations are and set clear guidelines and consequences. You really can make a difference. You do every day in helping your child resist alcohol and helping them to ensure that he grows up to be a happy, but he or she grows up to be a happy, productive, drug-free adult. Be loving, be firm, be available, be clear, be a role model. Just like if you were going out to a happy gathering or some place where you're all going, playground, right? Let's learn the truth about alcohol. There we go. The average middle or high school student knows enough about alcohol to be curious about it, but not enough to recognize how dangerous it is. Teen alcohol use at this time is epidemic. It also spreads into colleges and universities when they're gone away from you. While use of marijuana, cocaine, and other illegal drugs goes up and down, may be decreasing, alcohol abuse by young people remains extremely high, and nearly 75% of all high school students have used alcohol, and the age that they had their first drink is much younger than you may think. 25% of these young people reported binge drinking with 5 or more alcoholic drinks within a 2-hour period. These are some simple but important steps that every parent should take to prepare young people for success in avoiding alcohol. Alcohol in mass media. Some parents, all of us, many people, we're so used to seeing alcohol advertised in the media, we don't even realize the impact it has on young people. It shows up also in movies, in play, in songs, right? It's all over the place. Drinking is shown as cool. It's a fun activity to surround you with friends and is a normal part of sporting events or being social and moving up in the social scale. Drunkenness is shown as a consequence-free source of humor. Consequence-free source of humor. Oh, it's funny. Ha 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 ha. These false images of alcohol combined with peer pressure from friends is a dangerous mix. There are dangers of intoxication. A young person who becomes intoxicated by alcohol has no idea how his body and mind are impaired. Young people who drink are more likely to be victims of violent crime and have school-related problems. Although drunk driving is the major cause of death and injury among people under 21, a drunk young person can lose his life simply by walking into the street or injuring themselves in their own home. A child's first time getting drunk could be the last choice that person, he or she, ever makes. Now, who are the children at highest risk for alcohol? These are general because they're all, could be anyone. They could be the opposite of this, and if they get in the wrong situation, they could get themselves into an alcohol problem. But let's take a look at it. Children at highest risk for alcohol. They have a negative example of alcohol use from others in their home. They lack strong guidance against alcohol from adults they respect. They feel the need to drink in order to make friends and improve their self-image. They see drinking as a way to get attention. They aren't prepared to face pressure from friends. They don't know how to stand alone. They have a false image of drinking alcohol from the media, movies, books, magazines, news articles. It's all over the place. Check it out anytime you want. They don't know how alcohol can hurt them. So those are the ones that are highest risk for alcohol. Dangerous. So here we got you're the anti-drug parents, but so is everybody. So get on there and check this stuff out. And though this is coming out of Southeast Michigan, and thank you so much, DWIHN, the Detroit Wind Integrated Health Network. This is good stuff for you no matter where you are on the planet.